welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. What a thrill. Tonight, we celebrate 60 years of Super Bowls. We do it in style. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you here from Santa Clara. And Greg, the Eagles are right back here looking to do what the Chiefs did right before them. Win back-to-back Super Bowls and lift that Lombardi trophy for the 2nd consecutive year.
And you have to think, like, are we on the precipice of the next dynasty? What we've talked about in years past with the New England Patriots, and then more recently, the Kansas City.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs?
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run it. Here's Lewis. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Chauncey Golston there on the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Brady. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, New England.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Brady set to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion goes Cooks. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Brady. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down, New England.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
He'll run with White. And he'll take this one in. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Patriots. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and
The kicker on
you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
The extra point is up and through. And the Patriots are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to leave with a win. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time for number 17.
First and 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Patriots offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. That one good for a dozen and a very quick 1st down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On the ground, it's Lewis. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lewis. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They'll run the sneak. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line. And that is enough for a 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now Brady. Cook's able to pull that one in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, New England.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. Moving the tight end right. This is Lewis. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Pats move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. To begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, 14-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Now this time, he'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Back to throw. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 12.
It is third and long. They'll look to throw. And down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback.
A punter now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Tight end going in motion here. To the air is Brady. He'll go right and find his running back.
To number 33. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down. Now here's a keeper on his own read. Oh, a loose football. And the Eagles recover the football.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority and it cannot be stressed enough.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And now where will they mark him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. So decision time coming up. It's 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
They'll go with the sneak, and he's going to have the Eagles 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
We're not even at halftime yet, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has completely taken over the game. It's just sack after sack after sack. This is going to be a long day for this offensive group if the O-line doesn't figure something out here in a hurry.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll run with Lewis. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. On play action, here's Brady. Is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Brady looking to throw. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Patriots ready for the punt. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle. He's got Ertz. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Aguilar able to make the catch. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. again. He has been under fire all game long. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. First and 10 now from the 36. Here's Brady.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Motion man is the tight end going right. Brady set to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
First down, Patriots.
Here's 1st and 10. Brady to throw. Right back to Cooks. He's got another one. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Patriots going to open up a 17-3 lead.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Into space at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch. And that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed to perfection. And they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Yeah. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Try the jet sweep heading right. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for the...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Third and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will cut into that lead.
So let's give the kicker some credit. Not only was it a really good save by the holder, but his ability to make that kick when the timing wasn't right is a lot easier said than done. So they got to get to the sideline. Long snapper's got to do his side of the bargain here, and they've got to be better the next time out.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. Uh-oh. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Now Brady. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
To throw, it's Brady. The toss out quickly here to Cooks. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Brady. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
He's going to try to get this himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. Off the play fake, here's Brady. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Nick Sirianni now going to send out the field goal unit. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Brady. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
To the air is Brady. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Brady looking to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Here's Brady. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Patriots first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it. Here's Lewis. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
A run on 1st and goal. A short game, down to the 7.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and good. And the Patriots will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Work in the middle. He's got Ertz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Aguilar able to make the catch. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to number 13. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard
2nd and
line.
inches. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Here's a 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back set to go once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Lewis. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Brady to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 20. 1st down, New England.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screenplay. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now Brady. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
The give to White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, New England. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Brady set to throw. They'll try to do it with the screen. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 on the gain again. And another first down.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25.
It's a gain
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd
This
down?
offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Patrick Queen in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
Drive begins with a run by White. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll go again with White. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st down, right back to White. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Another run here with White. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. 2nd down, they need 7. On 2nd down, a run with White. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line, It's a loss of a couple.
Loss of 2 yards.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, it's White. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. This a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats add on to their lead.
Eagles 18.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Complete to number 17. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Brings up 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. And there it is. The new record holder for most Super Bowl wins is the New England Patriots, champions for the 7th time. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the